Hello again and welcome on my YouTube channel. As you may or may not know, I speak not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 languages. And today I am going to simply tell you where I'm from and how I became a polyglot. So if you're interested, keep watching. I promise it will be short but interesting. So if you have any question, any comment, down below on my Facebook page, Instagram, whatever, and please don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, and to enjoy. Take care. I was born in Kinshasa. Kinshasa is the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and yeah, the first language I ever spoke was French. French was the first language. Like, my first words were in French. But in Kinshasa, we speak Lingala. Lingala is one of the languages spoken in Congo. So I think I just knew some words in Lingala, but I don't think I really knew how to speak Lingala properly. So when I was 5 years old, my siblings and I went on holidays in Bukavu. Bukavu is in the eastern part of Congo, and both my parents are from there, and my dad's family lives there, so that's why he sent us for summer holidays in Bukavu to go and see our family. So we were meant to stay there for in July and August 1998. But God's plan happened and we ended up living there for 2 whole years. From 2 months to 2 years. So yeah, that happened. So that is how I learned to speak Swahili. When we went back to Kinshasa, it was in 2000. I was 8. How old was I? 7 or 8? I think 7. I was 7. And yeah, we got back to our normal life. But when we went back to Kinshasa, I had lost my Lingala. The few words I knew, I didn't know how to speak them. So at 7 years old, the languages I was able to speak were Swahili and French. Lingala was gone just because I didn't practice it for 2 years. So when I went back to Kinshasa, went back to my normal life, let's say with my parents, with me, well, just living in Kinshasa, I think I regained my Lingala bit by bit, because yeah, that's my language. So at 8, 9 years old, I was able to speak French very fluently because my education was in French, and then a bit of Swahili and a little bit of Lingala. So when I was 8, God's plan hit again. So I moved from Kinshasa to Brazzaville, lived in Brazzaville for I think 5 months. From Brazzaville to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, from there to Kigali in Rwanda, from Rwanda to Goma. Lived in Goma again for a few months, went back to Bukavu. Goma and Bukavu are part of the Kivu. The Kivu is in the eastern part of Congo. I will try and get some pictures here and there for you guys to see a bit what I'm talking about. So yeah, now I'm 10 years old, back in Bukavu. So at that point, I was able to speak French still, Lingala and Swahili, both 3 languages fluently. 10 years old, and God's plan hit again. God, he started with me like a long time ago, and he's just not letting me be, isn't it? So yeah. At 10 years, I moved from Bukavu back to Goma, Goma back to Kigali, and from Kigali, I took for the first time the longest flight of my life to Belgium. That's how I ended up in Belgium. I was 10 years old, and my mom decided to put me in school in Dutch or Flemish. Yeah, so in Belgium, we speak 2 languages, French and Flemish or Dutch. It's basically the same, just the pronunciation is different, but that's another subject. So that's how I got to speak Dutch. And when I was 21, so 2 years and a half back, if I know how to count, I moved to London. So English, I learned to speak English by myself just because I was interested. I thought it was really cool to speak English, to sing in English, to watch movies in English. So that's how I learned to speak English. I just enjoyed the language, and that's why I came in London to continue my studies. So my English accent is not British. It's not from anywhere. It's just a mix of everything, in my opinion. So that is how I got to speak 5 languages. And my education, I've done my primary school in French, my secondary school in Dutch, and now I'm almost finishing my universities in English. So that's how I got to speak 5 languages. But when people ask me, where are you from? How do I respond? That's, I think, one of the most difficult questions anyone can ask me. Of course, I am African. I cannot lie. My skin color, my kinky hair under here. Yeah, I am African. That's a fact. But when someone asks me, where are you from? I mean, I always answer as in, like, tell me more, because I am from everywhere. I've lived in more than 5 countries. It's really like difficult for me to say that when you ask me, where are you from? I can tell you I'm from West London because I live in West London. But I can also tell you I'm from Belgium because that's where I spend my life. But I can also tell you that I'm from Congo because that's where I'm originally from. So, this is how I would formulate where I really am from. I am from heaven. I am rooted in Africa. I am wandering in the world, yes, while waiting to go back where I'm from, heaven. So I am literally from heaven. I'm just here spending my time making the best out of it and waiting to go back to where I'm from. If there is anyone like me out there struggling with that question, where are you from? Well, there is no right or wrong answer. You just answer what you want to answer. And if anyone judges you by the fact that you're proud of one of your country more than another one, well, tell them that you're sorry they can't choose. You're sorry they've been living in the same country ever since they were born, and it's not your fault you haven't. So just manage. Yeah, just manage. Well, thank you for watching me once again, and I will see you in the next videos.